Mike, are you confident about your motion here, both you and Bill, about whether or not the judge has heard enough to rule in your favor?
Well, he has a brief, an argument that I referred to a couple of times in the argument. I'm hoping he'll rule our way. You never know what a judge is going to do.
And if he doesn't, is that an appellate issue that you're
is.
Yes,
convinced?
Clearly an appellate issue if he doesn't.
Will that stop the trial from starting on tomorrow if you guys...
Could be.
Could be a possibility.
There's a method to take that up and halt the trial. It's rarely granted.
Could you just reiterate again your argument about why that was such a violation of his rights?
I think you heard what I said in there.
Can you step up?
Towards the mic, Mr. Rizzo?
Essentially what happened was Mr. Frein invoked his right to not discuss a crime. He wanted to advise the police where a rifle, not the rifle, but a rifle was buried, because he didn't want children to find it. It was out in the woods. So that was his position. He didn't want to discuss a crime. You heard, if you were there I guess this morning, you saw that Corporal Clark reiterated that. So that was the basis of that argument.
Is there anyone here that thinks that was an equivocal invocation of his right?
Correct. Yeah, but it was a pretty persuasive argument. I heard it there, and I thought our viewers might like to hear it as well.
Bill, you described that as skillful in the way in which state police went about continuing the conversation. I mean, for hours after he invoked his right.
You heard me. You heard what I said, didn't there? I'm assuming that to interview a defendant who is a potential capital defendant, that the state police have the good sense to take their best people. And I'm assuming that these lawyers were educated. They must have done many interrogations. And I figured they were skillful, and they showed it in their interrogation.
How long was that interrogation, do you know?
About 3 hours.
Somewhere between 3 and 4 hours.
And you don't want the entire interrogation entered. You just want it up to where he was read his Miranda rights and agreed not to be questioned any longer.
Right. We're saying that what they did before he invoked his rights is admissible.
And anything
after that, no.
So that's 3 hours
Basically,
of an interview, correct?
Yeah, except any talk about a rifle, he agreed to. And he didn't have to agree to that really, because there's a public safety exception to Miranda. There are hundreds of exceptions to Miranda, but there's a public safety exception, and they could question you about something that's an imminent danger to someone else.
Do you think giving Eric a cigarette is basically them currying favor, trying to butter him up in some way?
Well, if you read the whole Miranda decision, if you have a free hour or two, it's really interesting, because Chief Justice Warren, who wrote that opinion, talks about the coercion involved and what manuals the police use and why the underpinning of Miranda is to protect